What is up, YouTube? I've seen a lot of discourse about commentary recently, and that was kind of amplified by the Ludwig Smash Invitational and Summit being relatively close to each other. So, I guess I'm gonna talk about what people are saying, and then why a lot of people are just being rude, because realistically, commentary is a subjective thing, and no one correct thing exists. No correct opinion, no correct type of commentary, no correct. Like, there's nothing that is, like, objectively correct. Just fun, charismatic people talking about the game, whether they're talking more or less about the game at any given moment. That's basically what commentary is, right? So a lot of people are unhappy with the more like fun-having commentary that exists at like Summit Styles and the Ludwig Smash Invitational, at least on the Ultimate side. I think the Melee community is a little bit more okay with it, but I did see also Toph complain about how people were like shitting on him too, which isn't exactly fun, obviously. You don't want people to be mean to you for like no reason. Like, it's shitty to put a lot of time and effort into your craft and have a more laid-back event and then people expect you to be super professional. My biggest take on this is, like, realistically, there are a billion Smash events. There are majors every weekend, or almost every weekend, basically, the entire year. There's almost a Smash major every single weekend of every single year, sometimes 2, and then it bounces out with sometimes 0, where there's only regionals. And I really feel like if you don't like the commentary on something, whether it's too analytical and you want more fun commentary, or too fun and you like more analytical commentary, mute the stream. Like, I know you want to have the energy and everything, but if the energy that the casters is giving is not the energy that you personally like, then you always have the option of turning off the stream. You don't have to watch with audio. Kind of like how if someone is playing on stream and you don't care about that character, whether it's a campy character or you don't like this mashing character, you can just wait until the next set and you don't really have to watch it. And I know this seems like really, really simple, but I feel like a lot of people are just like, I want every single set to cater to me personally, and I feel like that is a big attitude that a lot of people have nowadays, especially because Ultimate and Smash in general is so much bigger than it used to be, with so many more eyeballs on it, with, you know, thousands and like dozens of thousands of viewers watching majors like every weekend. People are also complaining about like Twitch chat, YouTube chat on the Ludwig and Alpharad channels, because it was mostly in Japanese, because the Japanese people were watching YouTube, because on Twitch, like, Japanese viewers on Twitch are way less common than they are on YouTube, so there was a lot of YouTube, people talking in the YouTube chats that were in Japanese, and people were for some reason mad at that or annoyed at it, even though that's just the demographic that exists on YouTube, which was kind of weird. But yeah, I feel like it is unrealistic to expect commentators, even professional commentators, like not professional as in like the people that are the best at it, but like the very, I'm analytical, I am always going to act very professional and like uptight and to the book. You can't always expect even those type of people to always be like that every single tournament, when they're also going to like dozens of tournaments a season, as in like every 3 months they're going to like, 8 to 9 tournaments, or every, sometimes even more than that. Sometimes people go to one event and then fly to another event later in that weekend because they had to block at 2 different things. Which is a little strange to me that people, like, again, I personally am a fan of more analytical commentary. It's always been my thing because I like when people talk about the game at a high level. Granted, I feel like I also know a lot more than most commentators because that's just the type of person I am, but it's still fun for me to listen to, right? But that doesn't mean that I don't also enjoy the other type of commentary. I loved the commentary from what I heard at the Ludwig Invitational. I love the combination of people at the couch at the end. I'm not going to say my favorite or least favorite commentators here, or even just favorite commentators, because I don't want there to be a gap in someone I say and the people go, actually, you hate them, don't want to start any beef, or like people thinking I don't like someone. It's kind of weird that a lot of people are just, it feels like there's a lot of entitlement, and I know some of it is just Twitter and YouTube chat, but the thing is, again, like, if you are a YouTube audience, right? So I want y'all to really think about, if you are going to complain about something, whether or not you're complaining about something in a way that's so public and obvious that's the person you're talking about is going to see it, when realistically it just hurts people's feelings. I've seen a lot of commentators just be like, yeah man, it sucks seeing like all the negative stuff about my commentary because I had more fun this weekend, or I tried being more analytical this time and I was, slightly wrong. And it just sucks to see a bunch of people that put in hours and hours into this and make the game more appealing to viewers, in a subjective way, but also, realistically the commentators are what bring the life to the stream, and whether they're being more analytical and like accurately hyped for these moments or not, they still are a huge part of the stream. Otherwise there would not be casters. They would just be the gameplay and the crowd mic, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it's disappointing to see so many commentators, like so many different events, kind of complain about what other people have to say about them. And again, not because I think that them being frustrated is stupid or like I don't want to see it in that sense, but in terms of just like, I feel like there's a lot of, you know, if you're going to complain about commentary, complain about it on your own Twitter. Don't reply to someone, don't go to a Reddit thread that's clearly public, and if the people are active on Reddit, they're going to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I guess it's just something I wanted to talk about in terms of just like, hey, maybe, like, let's all be a little bit more polite. I have in the past, you know, given shit to commentators, and then they're like, hey, this fucking sucks, don't do that. And I'm like, true. So I'm just imparting that wisdom on to you. I am not, you know, I've not always been better about this. You know, again, I mute commentary if I don't want to listen to it. Like when I do my VOD reviews, I don't listen to commentary because I don't want something interrupting my thoughts and that. But also, like, sometimes I don't want to listen to commentary. It doesn't matter who. It could be my favorite commentators, and sometimes I don't want to listen to them because I'm just not in the mood to. And that's okay. It's totally okay to not like commentators and not like, you know, not be in the mood to listen to commentary. But I feel like kind of tweeting at them or like going to their stream and talking about how you dislike it, or even like talking in, you know, YouTube chat about how they dislike it, or Twitch chat, it's just disheartening, right? And we want to kind of, I feel like, hopefully want to foster a, you know, more positive environment where the commentators that are, you know, really well, obviously are going to do well regardless. But then even like the lower level commentators, or like the commentators, not because they're bad, but like because they aren't getting the top slots yet, you know, I don't want there to be a community that's kind of just shitting on any commentator for not being exactly what they wanted, whether it's, oh, well, you're not TK, you're not EE, you're not Coney, you're not Hazmat. Like, I don't want that to be the case, because if you don't want to listen to the commentary, don't. And, you know, leave it so that they can grow, because there's always, of course, it's possible to be, whatchamacallit, you know, critical of things like that. It's not like every commentator is perfect, even in their own styles, but at the same time, tweeting about how much they suck isn't really that. And if they're not asking for, you know, critique, then it's unsolicited advice and they didn't really ask, and it just becomes a lot of them being upset and them feeling hurt, and you don't really want that to be, you know, affecting them negatively at a different event when maybe you would have liked their commentary, but now they're thinking too much about it, and now they're upset, or they don't go to an event because they don't want to deal with it because they're burnt out from negative comments and stuff like that. I know that happens with players, but I've talked about players a lot. You know, I wanted to give some love to the commentators, much love to all the commentators, you know, in the Ultimate scene, in the Melee scene as well, but obviously I'm more versed at this point in the Ultimate scene. So yeah, just, you know, stick it to private. If you want to shit on someone, don't go into their mentions and shit on them, or their YouTube channel and shit on them, or their Twitch channel. It's just mean. Don't do that. But yeah, just quick video. Just wanted to rant about that. And yeah, subscribe. I don't want to do this. I was gonna do this, and I'm like, no, that's taking Ludwig's thing from his mogul mail. But gonna have more analysis content. I just wanted to talk about that because I've seen a lot of people talking about it. I made a joking tweet, but I kind of wanted to make a more serious video, just, you know, talking about that type of stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
Pikachu busted.